they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last time. Let's see what happens here. Caught here by Bell. Powers through him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Here's Chubb on the read option. Room here to run. A solid stiff arm. 43 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. And Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run. From the red zone now, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up with 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey!
Jackson. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the 1st half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to that because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers at this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Jackson from the shotgun. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Hey, report! Report!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
DC, ready?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, middle.
Jackson will throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
DC ready?
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenyon Drake taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps. And
they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Now it's Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Alert!
They run a deep snap it to Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. That's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Back to throw, Watson. Tries the right side, and he finds Bell. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. To the air yet again, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine excellent job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to and knock it free.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush just tee off on your quarterback makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That's to his running back, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb from 10 yards out. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. Did at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will start with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Yo.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they throw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing down Jackson on first down. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Report! No, we changed it.
Now Jackson on first down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Touchdown! Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Hey, 31!
To throw again on second down. Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up.
Oh, he's made him work for over half the game now. He's been the artful dodger back there, but there it is. Finally, they get to him for a sack and a big loss. Give credit to the defense for their tenacity to finally hang with it and get him down.
50 points down, he's coming.
From his end zone, Watson on third and long. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Browns 40.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
They certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Play action. Now Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go play action with Jackson. That's into the hands of Crochet. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And Jackson throwing once more. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll slide it from Drake. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just got materialized.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he'll get it in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them after they get that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply
The ball comes out. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Ravens.
On first down, Drake. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now he's got more manageable play coming up to try to pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Ravens 42.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Hey, 31!
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that pass completion.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd and 9, Watson swings this out for Hunt. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 4th down, Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on fourth down.
Hey, 31! Hey, 55!
Watson looks to throw again. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
26!
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. It's caught. Cooper. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
Just make plays, one at a time. Get a sack!
Cooper, the man in motion right.
Hey, 59! 59!
To try again after the sack. Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. All of a sudden, both sides of the football for them playing extremely well. That's how they're right back in this ball game.
And I checked out our astrological charts before this game, you and me. And you know what it said? It said we would be better in the second half than we would be in the first half. I think this team is coming along right along with us. The Moon's definitely in the 7th house, and they are playing way better. I like how they pulled it together. I don't know if it was a leader that stepped up. I don't know if it's just the team got out of the gate slow, but now they're looking the part.
You don't even know what sign I am.
No, but it doesn't matter. I just looked up all of them.
I guess they all said the same thing. Steps away to his left, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jordan Elliott in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. John Johnson with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Jackson to throw. Right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Throwing, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Here's Jackson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and somebody said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number empirical.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Watson now to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses,
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1.
Yellow. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
First down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. And they get 10 yards there and convert to the 3rd. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
He's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
the line of
And
scrimmage.
as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Mahomes
They try
on
to
the
throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Cole Hardman.
So the completion good for
A gain of
7 there.
7.
And that's
But
going to
it's
bring up a fourth down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
Chiefs 3.
So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Kene Nwangu on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, no, easy. Hey, we're good. One shot. First. One shot.
On first and 10, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission in this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play? He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. To throw, Cousins. Incomplete, inside to Cook. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Cousins on third and 2. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one is incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the
Gotta go right here.
Sling it, big guy.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Valdez-Scantling. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the
43,
game.
15. Right side.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Yellow.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Kelsey, a nice catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's complete to Toney. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Complete to Kadarius Toney.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
2nd and a yard at the 12-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas
Patrick
City.
Mahomes. A 4-yard touchdown
Butker
scamper. And the
after.
Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are even at 10 apiece.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
All
for
level
Kansas
now
City.
at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Kenedawagu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Yellow.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Wide. 300.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Isaiah Pacheco, the
tackle there by Lewis Seen.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. You get a series of positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Wide. Hey! Switch!
On play action, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Kansas City.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Yellow! Yellow! Attack!
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Vikings 10. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some more. There he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 72 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. In my career, this is the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him.
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Nwangu now for his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here in 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Now Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Lucky 48.
A 3-yard pickup.
On second down,
At the 40
and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Two. Black.
A first down throw for Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hawkinson, 29 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. Joseph now to have the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. From the best plays you got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 43.
Hey, 57. Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Yellow. And Ripley. And color.
On second and 10, Mahomes throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Mahomes now with a sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Patrick Mahomes, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie us at 24.
24. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They run again on first down. Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Easy.
Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools. But the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
In motion, the tight end Kelsey. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow! Come back!
On 2nd and a couple. Mahomes is going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. In motion, the tight end Kelsey. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Yellow! Hey, 43! Here goes 15! 15! Let's get it now, let's get it.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Here's Cook again. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will as he's tackled at the 2.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Two.
Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
The ball carrier. Brought down just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Brings up third and goal.
First. Good route kick.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Tie game, fourth quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. Bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
Go.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 22.
And the first down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Mahomes firing complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Chiefs, they've got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Mahomes. Finding Kelsey. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. It's a room to maneuver. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 43 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Vikings 24. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Let's play now, baby. Let's play. You know what we need, baby. Hey, Steamer. Wait time.
Here's Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. So back-to-back incompletions now, 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
Exactly right. You got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
That's complete. It's Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Listen to me.
Now Cousins. Over Bananas Osborne, he's got him. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Cousins pass.
Limited time left on the clock after the completion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone's going to be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try to get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
Cousins being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
300. Leave it, ring up, 48. Hey, can. What's up?
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Zebra. Let's go right here. Two. Black. Yellow. Hey, no, easy.
Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good